What is up, everyone? Welcome to the edition of Live Vlogs presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, just making bad live choices, going over to scoresandodds.com where you got picks from me, Beansy, Dino, all the greats. Plus, you get access to a little prop shopping tool where you can see exactly what we have projected for each individual prop, plus for the best lines, and most importantly, get access to Grant's Action Lounge. What is Grant's Action Lounge? Well, it's my Discord where I'm throwing in all my picks each and every day so you can get them in before the lines end up moving. Just go to scoresandodds.com/Discord. Just threw it into the chat there. Don't have a ton of bets today. Just a normal day. There's what, 2, 4, 6 games, I believe. Yeah, 6 games on the slate. Got a bet, I think, in every single game outside of the San Antonio game, just because Kelton Johnson news is kind of throwing everything all over the place. But we're going to go and get started right on in it. Go game by game. Starting off, Orlando going up against Washington. I think I only have one bet in this one. It's Paolo Banchero. Under 31.5 points, rebounds, assists. We have him projected for right around that, I think. But not a great matchup, not a terrible matchup. He's been scoring decently, but the boards and the assists have kind of been hit or miss. Numbers just a little bit too high. I am projected for under this. We have RG has been projected at 31.08. Yeah, overall, not a great line. James Wiseman over 26.5 points, rebounds, assists, -113 over at Caesars. You can get this at 25.5 over at Barstool. It's slightly higher, I think -118, and that's definitely the better one to go with. Wiseman has been fantastic recently. I'm just looking at his game log: 22, 13, 14, 9, 12, 10, 18, 14, 16, 9, 16, and 13. He's had 9+ rebounds in each of the last 6 games. Points have been there. DeJounte Murray not playing in this game is going to be a bit of a help to him just because the game's more likely to stay close. Atlanta's been playing some of the worst defense in the league over the last couple of weeks, been playing at a much higher pace, I think third. Overall, just a great spot, and Wiseman has been crushing. He's been getting plenty of minutes. While Bagley's playing, all the rest of the centers are still out. So Wiseman should be getting his normal run, and this line is just too low. Again, it's way too low over at Barstool. At Caesars, I'd still take the over. Let's see if the line's end up moving yet. No, at 26.5, -110 over at MGM. I still think it's at 25.5 over at Barstool. So if you have it, or Bet Rivers, go take it. Also have Trae Young under 45.5 points, rebounds, assists. I know DeJounte Murray's being out is going to change things. Yeah, this line's already moved pretty drastically. -131 on the under over at Caesars and sitting at 44.5. So probably not a ton of value there. I don't hate it. I mean, obviously he's going to get a bit of an increase. I don't actually mind. I think you can still get the rebounds assist number at 15.5 and roll with the under at +100 over at Caesars. That's not a terrible line. I just went with points, rebounds, assists. I know projections actually like the over slightly, but I still think the under is a much better play. That's it from that game. Moving on, Cleveland, Brooklyn. I think I just have one. Yeah, Mikal Bridges over 24.5. Line, I know he's hit the under in the last 2 games, 23 and 23 points here. And I know Cleveland's not particularly a great matchup, but the shooting volume has just been fantastic. He's averaging 27 points per game this month with a 10-point game in there where he only played the first quarter. He's been fantastic since coming over to the Nets. He's the guy. He's absolutely the guy. Going to be chucking all game long. He's hit this outside of this. Again, throw away this game. He literally just played the first quarter, and it was planned that he was only going to play the first quarter. But outside of this one, over in 6 straight prior to the last 2 games where he just missed by 1 bucket, and he didn't shoot particularly well in either game. So just the volume, even in a tough matchup going up against Cleveland, he's going to be chucking. I like the over. New Orleans, San Antonio. Again, I don't think I have any bets for this. Everyone's out for San Antonio. They're tanking. Huge chance of a blowout here. Don't really trust any overs on the Pelican side, although Trey Murphy and Ingram both looks like solid overs. I just don't think this game's going to stay close enough. Obviously, San Antonio, one of the worst, probably the worst defense in the entire league. With this current lineup, definitely the worst defense in the entire league. But there's not really any great bets standing out here. I have a few bets in the Boston game. So first off, Al Horford over 17.5 points, rebounds, assists, minus 115. We'll check to see if this is moved. Horford. Oh, not Horford. Horford, yeah, we have projected for 18.39. It's moved over at PointsBet, but that's not abnormal. It's moved up on FanDuel. So you can still get minus 110 over at MGM, minus 115 over at Caesars. Al Horford, been very solid in recent games, playing 32 minutes per game this month, has had 30 plus in. What do I think about the Wiseman double-double? We'll go ahead and check. Let me look at the odds on the double-double, Alan. Odds, do we have double-double in here? All right, let me go ahead and check my other site. Let me go look around, see what I can find on double-double. Double, where, yeah, there you go. We'll see what the odds are. Minus 105 at FanDuel isn't terrible. Let me look at his rebound number, though. A lot of times, I hate betting double doubles. Like, realistically, yeah, it's minus 138. So we'll go ahead and open up FanDuel here. See if so. It's minus 105 over on FanDuel. Obviously, Wiseman is not getting there with assists. Chances are not getting there with blocks, not getting there with steals. Not going to happen pretty much at all. So if we go 10 plus points, Wiseman minus 800, 10 plus rebounds, 9.5. So yeah, double is probably better odds than that. I don't hate it. I mean, I again rarely ever bet double doubles, but 105 is better than the betting 10 plus rebounds, 10 plus points. It's something I always like to check. But back to Horford, playing solid minutes, dishing it ball out a ton, getting solid boards. He's averaging 12, 6.6, and 4.8 so far this month. Great matchup going up against Sacramento. Sacramento obviously not playing a ton of defense. Decent pace game. 238.5 total here, 5-point spread. Rolling with his over and rolling with Jaylen Brown's over. Jaylen Brown, 35.5. He's been crushing this recently. He's been just absolutely destroying the world outside. Last game, he missed it by the hook. If we're at this number, 35.5. Prior to that, hit by almost points alone, hit by points alone, hit. So last 5 games, he's just been on tear. And again, great matchup going up against Sacramento here. Should get a ton of usage. Game should be close. Game should be high scoring. Really, really like his over. Moving on to the last game, OKC versus the Clippers. SGA over 31.5 points. This line has moved. I got it plus 100, I think. Yeah, plus 100. It's moved, and I think it's still moving. Yeah, minus 120 is now the best odds you can find at 31.5. I honestly still don't hate that. SGA has just been on a tear. I think he said this every game but one since the All-Star break, and that one he missed it by getting 29. But 39, 38, 33, 35, 35, 40. Solid matchup going up against the Clippers. Should be high scoring. I think 236.5 is the total, maybe 238.5, somewhere in that range. SGA going to keep scoring. Apparently, they can still make the playoffs. I know they said they were going to rest him and monitor his minutes, but it doesn't look like that's happening anymore since they're sitting in the 8th seed, I think. NBA standings. Let's check it out, see what it says. They are in the 9th seed, tied for the 8th seed, I guess. So, yes, 8th seed. Technically, they are in the 9th seed because they played 2 less games than the Timberwolves. But SGA, I'm hitting the over. And then Lou Dort hasn't hit this at a big rate so far this season, or not this season, over the last month. Averaging 2.1 3-pointers made this month. But look at this volume: 6, 6, 11, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 9, 7, 5, 9, 7 shot attempts in the last 15 or so games. So the volume has been absolutely fantastic. He's realistically like what, 35%? Yeah, 35% 3-point shooter, averaging 1.9 per game on the season. So really don't understand why this is so low. yeah, it's just an awful line. Again, I get that he hasn't been shooting great over the last month, but you look at the last 3 games, 4 for 6, 1 for 6, 6 for 11. The shot volume has been really solid. I think he goes over easily here. I like it. And then Zubac over 11.5 points, minus 104 over at FanDuel. I think we have him projected for 13 in that. Yeah, 13.37. So no one's really going to be able to stop him on OKC. Easy over. That's it. That's the show. Back in tomorrow. Out of here.